Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Ground of Aces. Woohoo! I like seeing these planes take off. Hope we're having a great day today. Today, I'd like to take a look at maybe some processes to make more advanced stuff. I don't know if we're able to do that just yet, but I feel like we're pretty stable at this point. We got a good morale going. We got a steady stream of victory points, sorta. We have progress being made on our big, long runway to get us to tier 3 already. And I'd like to get to more advanced stuff, make the base even better for more people is what I'd like to do, if we could. Now, obviously, the barracks and stuff is looking pretty cramped, and we could definitely use more facilities for that kind of thing. And I'm thinking maybe, tents, we could graduate them away from tents, but I think actually what I'll end up doing is just extending it off this side for now, because I want to have more people. Definitely want to have that. But today, we're going to make the people we have more comfortable. At least I'm going to try to. So one of the things that we don't have access to right now are luxury goods. We just don't have any. But this herb dryer supposedly makes them. So I don't know what that's all about, but I'm going to put an herb dryer back here, maybe behind the building. And we'll see what that does. Maybe it would be better suited over here or something. I don't know, but we'll see what that does. And then once our indoor kitchen is done, I think we'll probably just shift everything to be moving to do that instead. But our storage for food is still over here, so it's going to be weird to make the food here, and then you got to take it over here, and then storage grab it here, and then come eat over here, right? So, I probably should get some kind of storage maybe back here, but that doesn't make much sense because they're going to eat here. So maybe the outhouses need to be replaced with, another food storage area. And I think part of preserving food a bit more would be nice. So I want to get that canning station going because I feel like that's going to play a role here too. So if I make the food rations, right, I don't know what that does. I don't know what it takes. I assume it's meals. Or it actually just tells me right here. So it's 5 meals, 1 metal, which makes 5 food rations. Okay. That sounds great. So it's still a 1-to-1. You're not gaining any food from it, but we can produce as much as we can, honestly. For this one, I think we just make the meals into food rations all the time, right? Yeah, I think we'll just do that. So why don't we bring this down to, let's say, 10 is the work order, but we'll just have it repeat. So once completed, the task will again be back to the back of the queue again, and they'll just keep making as many food, as much food as we can. Of course, that will eat all of our metals, won't it? Ooh. It will eat all of our metals. Okay, tell you what, make you a deal. Let's do 50 max, and we'll cap out right there. That's 50 metal gone, so we still have 100 and basically 100 left. Then there's gun ammo, anti-air ammo, and plain bombs. Okay, now that stuff from a canning station, apparently. That stuff we're gonna want to make somewhere else. We're not gonna do that in the kitchen. So that. Oh, wait, didn't we have a really high chance of? Didn't we have a really high chance of success on this? Wait a minute. I performed 18. The target performed 16. How did we fail? I scored higher than the target. Interesting. Results +5 crew mood. But, well, I don't know. I guess base confidence is now down. We had our first failure. But at least the plane came back. Is it in good shape? Well, not great shape. Vehicle integrity is down to 62%. And again, these are free planes, so I kind of don't care as much. I don't think I care as much. Maybe I do care, but I just don't know about why I care. There might be something going on that. We'll see. So this parking spot also, this looks the same size. Didn't I make this one a bigger one? No, this was for the other. We're going to make this for the Spitfire. We're going to put it in a hangar. That's right. And that metal's going to be needed for the hangar too. But either way, I want to make sure that we have good, steady food supply and that we are not wasting anything. Because all the stuff we're planting, I don't want to waste it, right? So let's go with that. I think maybe, for the sake of making them more comfortable, is what we're all about right here. I think I'm going to put another outhouse in here. Why don't we put one? We could put one out here near the fuel tank too. Because if there's one thing you really want near a fuel source, it's gas. You want people's gas to be near the fuel source. Put a little outhouse right here, and then I think That requires outdoors toilet. There we go. So 2 toilets. Now you can eat here and you can go to the bathroom there or there. And I probably will move this one because I think, yeah, more permanent storage for food right here. Seems like a good fit. They could get their supplies from here and go eat. You know, they can't get it from in here. This could be the supply, actually. This really could be, but I'm making it into my intel room. And this requires another electronics or more electronic stuff. So let's take a look at that. How do we make more advanced stuff in this game? So the electronics workbench, we need a few more planks, but otherwise we can afford this. And it produces electronics and repair parts. And it needs to be replaced. It needs to be placed indoors. Okay, so what if we just put this inside here for now in the intel room, which is a little weird, but you know, if you open the door, then you'll see the electronics workbench and go, oh, that's where they make their electronics. Okay, there's nothing nefarious. There's no secret thing going on in there. And then the door is going to block your view of that one, right? I don't know. For now, I'm just going to put it there. I can always move it later. Moving things under a roof, easy. Deleting things under a roof, as we found, quite difficult. And after posting the last video, I'm going to send a quick message to them just to be like, hey, how does this work? Maybe they'll update it. Maybe they won't. I don't know if that's intended function or not. It doesn't seem like it should be, but that's just my opinion, man. Okay, this one needs another plank, and then we're good to go on that one too. So everybody's kind of busy at work, and that's nice. We have 4 victory points, though. We didn't get the success. See, this failed, right? So we need 50% chance of success and 4+ missions required. So current success is 66%. So that passes. So do we still need 4? We still need 4 successes? Is that how this works? I think so. I don't know so. Because it looked to me, I thought I needed 6 successes. 6 successes. Yes, I thought I needed 6 of them, but I don't think so now. Oh, well. Okay, so once we get all the supplies for these things, which just needs a lot more planks, I think maybe I don't have enough trees cut down yet. I need to do that. So let's go ahead and get, yeah, all those trees marked to cut down. And I like those ones. I want to keep those. All right. This is a clear sky recon mission. We can't possibly fail this one. Owen, you're up. 97%. I mean, I'm feeling a little bit like I need to reinforce here. I feel like I have to have that 100% right now. So I'm going to send 2 pilots. I don't want that 3% to trigger now. Feeling like it's necessary. All right. Let's see how this is growing. So we don't have a whole lot here. I'm liking the fact that we're growing seeds, but I feel like perhaps we're not growing food fast enough. Even though I see this supply going up, I also see that it's degrading, right? 87% here, 87% there, 69%. Yeah, I mean, it's degrading and it's going to be bad. This one's already 1%. So it's going to, these things here are going to disappear. So my food supply is not as high as the number makes it look like. And until I get things really just canning a lot more, right? That's what I need. So I think this is saying it doesn't have the supply. Oh, there's the success. Yep, good. This is saying it doesn't have the supply of meals or metal, but I'm wondering how I can get them to prioritize that. So I have 5 victory points now. And all I'm really supposed to do at this point is order the Spitfire, and I can continue with the next stage of this. And, you know, I want to. I do. I'm just a little kind of questioning this, but I'd like to have more people first, that kind of thing. I don't feel like I'm ready to go to the next stage. You know, I just want to have... I want to have a few extra things going. I want to make sure that the canning station is going to. And then I want to start making weapons and stuff too. Anti-air ammo would be great. We could start maybe looking at what is it going to take to keep us safe from these raids, right? And I don't see workbenches for that, but this one produces luxury goods too, as well as strong medicine. Yeah, I want to take a look at these things. Like there's a whole bunch of stuff. We need to do all these things. I think the intel maybe gives us a clue as to when they're going to come and bomb us. Maybe that's a thing. I love this flag, though. That's nice, right? The target. Yeah. These parking spots are taking way too long. I think it's because they're so focused on the concrete Like everyone's so focused on this runway that they're not producing anything else. So if I want them to produce something else, I'd have to manage that, right? So I have some people who don't build. So I could say, instead, you're crafting things, right? So I could say maybe you two don't build things. Maybe you four don't build things. So only 3 people will build things, and everyone else, you'll do these things because we need these things done. So perhaps that's how I'd trigger this. And now I can get them to like focus on other things. There's only a few people building right now. There should only be like 3 or 4 people doing the runway at this point. It looks like maybe that's not the case. It looks like maybe they're all going to upgrade it anyway. All right, well, that's cool. Maybe it's like a next day, you'll do it on the next day kind of thing. Are you guys happy? You seem happy. Your morale has dropped today, but otherwise, yeah, it's going up. Yeah, I mean, they're sleeping now, but it's pretty much going up. I like it. The schedule seems pretty solid at 3 here. I mean, some people have said maybe I should, actually, okay, one person said, I should add 3 hours of leisure at the end of the day. But like if we're in the green solid, I'd rather have that extra hour of work. You know, if we're happy, if everybody's happy, then I'm happy. You know, that's how I'm gonna frame it, I think. This guy's not happy. It looks like he's actually, yeah, he is happy. I'm not sure what this is. He just tired? Is that what that is? That little icon? I mean, I get it. That's why he's resting, but he oh, here we go. Another pilot competition. Well, everybody's kind of the same. So I'm going to let's see, who's in the best integrity? I think 65 is the best integrity. So, but the health is down, but I think the integrity is, I think, what matters here. So we're going to let Owen try this. 61%. Yikes. I don't know if I like those odds. Wish I had a better pilot. But there's no way to get better without flying, so fly. Make us proud, buddy. We have a need for another completion. We really need another completion. Another failure would be, that's going to be stressful. We might get our first strike this week if that doesn't happen. 61% is not great odds. It says we didn't win. Oh, boy. We didn't win, but showed great effort. We'll do better next time. I mean, okay. So is that mission failure then? Yeah, it is. Well, that's how it goes. Crew mood down, confidence down. Target, man, nice score. They just rolled really high against it, that's all. Okay, so we are left now with 60% current success and only 1 projected mission left, I guess. And kind of need to win it. That's going to give us 100 metal. That's big. It's real big. I definitely want that. We have 5 victory points. If we get another win, then we'll get the victory points anyway. So I'm going to hire another crew. I'm going to bring... Oh, you know what? Why don't we do this? Now I got to count how many people I got and the number of beds I have, right? There's no display of how many crew members you have on the screen anywhere. I don't think. So I'm just going to look at sleep time and say, hey, how many beds do I have free? And I'm pretty sure I need to build off of this. I'm pretty sure I need to expand this a little bit. So we're going to go out about this far. Yeah. We're going to go out about this far. Let's leave the doors so they can move through here. And then we're also going to have the doors there and there. And then we'll want to also go ahead and just have the floor like this. And then the roof extends like this. So we end up having an extra roofed area as well. So whoever's building things, they'll get on that, build that tarp building. We have plenty of tarp, so we should be able to do that. And we're nearly done with our tier 3 runway, and it's going to be great to have that. It's currently ranked at tier 2 is here. Yeah, it's currently ranked at tier, this one's currently ranked at tier 2, but we'll have tier 3 here. Yeah. And then I think after this is done and the extra sleeping quarters are done and we get the extra people here, at that point, I think we're probably ready to start building this hangar for the plane, for the Spitfire and everything. I want to build the hangar for the better plane. Yeah, this. Anti-aircraft guns are what I need for this. but I don't know whether or not, like, the siren's probably not going to matter. I don't think the siren matters. And what did it do even? Like, I don't think it did anything. It shot at this tarp, but nothing got damaged. As far as I can tell anyway, everything is fine. 99%, 97%. I mean, it didn't really do anything. Maybe the attacks on the base aren't really fleshed out yet. Or maybe it's more of a morale hit. It doesn't seem like it's a big deal here. Okay. This is it. 05 to 25. It says unable to start mission because I don't have a plane. That's fine. So 05 to 25, you know, statistically, that is 100%. Yes, 100%. Guaranteed success is what it says. That feels good. Off you go, plane. All right, that's going to be our 4th success. We're going to get our full shipment. It's going to feel really great. But we did have a couple failures this term. That's just something we're going to have to do better with in the future. This runway is so close to being done. And then I can go in. I mean, I won't be able to get the tier 3 planes yet. And I guess if I wait and get until I have 8 points, then yeah, maybe I can. I mean, this one is, the fight is 20 to 40. Bomb is 15 to 35. But 20 to 40, how does that compare here? So that, yeah, the highest score here is the lowest score on that plane. Bomb is 10, is 5 to 10. The highest bomber capability on this is below the lowest on this one. So, like, obviously an upgrade here. And this one requires a tier 2 parking spot. It's bigger plane, requires a tier 2 parking spot. And that's the kind of stuff that we would build the hangars for in here. I'd have a whole bunch of aircraft hangars, I think, in here. So, I mean, that's what I'm, I think, going to do in the future here. I'm very close. We pretty much secured the medal. Just need this mission to trigger and say we're good. There we go. Okay, so we're good. And that's going to mean that we are good to go. 4+ missions and a 50% success rate. So, I mean, that's our full shipment is we're receiving it. Yeah. We have 2 days left until that happens. Runway tier 3 is going to be done. We don't have 3 runways and the minimum of 6 parking spots. We could get to Airfield A. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So very close. We just need another runway for some reason. So I guess I can do a tier 1. I can do a tier run one. I don't know why I would want that, but I guess. Or maybe I don't do a tier 1. Maybe I build a tier 4 somewhere. Can I cross them? I don't think that's something it'll let me do. If I go to here, there it is. If I do this, yeah, it's not going to let me do that because the construction is blocked. So the runways can't intersect. I suppose I could make a bigger one right over here. Like a really big one right here. Right. And we could start this off as, yeah, like this. Can I go all the way to 5 here? I might as well. No. Man, I really want to, though. Can I go? I need to go longer. Let's go. Nope. Airstrip. This is such a lot of, this is so much space. This is the right length and the right width. Needs to be placed on even terrain. Oh, good. So there's a hill here. I don't want it way over here. That's so far away. I want it to be bigger. I want it to be near here. So maybe I can start on this side. So if I start right here, I wonder. This is considered even terrain. Here we go. So that gives me 5. Right there. Now all I need to do is build this. Have this cleared out. That would be my tier 5 runway later. They just have to clear it with all the stuff that's in there. And then I can just, I don't want to make it sand. I'm going to leave it dirt for now. But it just kind of reserves that runway. And it also will classify it as a 3rd runway, which will let me level up my place. Because it looks to me like I just need 3 runways to be class A. So we'll do that. I wish I could have the music going. This game does have a pretty good music to go with it. Like the vibe of the game is pretty great that way. I'm also gonna go into. I think I'm gonna get another pre-war. Put it on another parking spot. I just want to make sure it doesn't go on this one. I guess it won't if I buy it now, right? If I buy one right here, that's probably the better way to do it. Let's buy 2 more planes. Yeah, we'll buy 1 more of these and 1 more of these. And then they should be assigned to these 2 because they're the only ones that are done. And then that way the Spitfire will go here. Okay, so now when I buy the Spitfire, there's only 1 space left for it to be in. Good. So I've got extra planes now, and I've got an extra bit of space here, but no beds. And they didn't build the beds, so somebody's going to be sleeping on the floor tonight. That's my fault. It doesn't look like I can make the beds out of any other material. They're pretty much only the tarp, so that must be the way it is in the military. We're going to go like that. And like that. I'm leaving spaces so that I can put the stuff between them. I just haven't gotten around to doing that yet, but I want to put these cabinets and stuff through here. I'm not sure, honestly, I don't know if it actually has an effect, but in the other game, right, when we played the demo and we had that first base, it was already set up with that kind of configuration, and I suspect maybe it has an effect, but if I look at this, it doesn't say anything. There's no flavor text or anything. Like this says, you know, influence on everyone, mood, whatever, but this doesn't have that, so it kind of makes me think it's only decorative, and if that's the case, then I really should be just cramming these things in as tightly as I can, right? Probably should be doing it that way instead. All right, so with extra people, which I have victory points for now, I'm going to go ahead and hire somebody at the start of the day. I don't want them to have to sleep on the ground, so I'll wait until after we're done with the sleeping on the ground. And then we'll get it going. And then this is basically done. So I think once that is done and we get our shipment of metal, I'll start on the hangar. There we go. Everybody's leisure time. Okay, good. Now we'll take the crew, hire, and I'm going to bring in... it doesn't really matter. I like your eye patch. But an effective person on base doesn't need an eye patch. Oh, look, these are experienced pilots. I like these guys. Yeah, we should run with that. You know, Lewis. No, I'm going to hire down here. I don't know if hiring pilots is necessary. Didn't the pilot come with the plane? I thought that was a thing. How do I see my list of, my current list of planes that I have? Like, this is the plane shop, but how do I get, like, a list of all my planes? I guess I would go to... Well, it'd just be the mission, I suppose. I don't know. We have pilots here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 pilots. So, yeah, a pilot came with a plane. So, I wonder what would be the reason for hiring a pilot when the pilot comes with a plane. I guess if you want a different pilot, but then what happens to the existing one that I have? I can't fire him, can I? I don't think so. I have some potato seeds now, too. It'd be really nice to be able to order stuff like that. You know, to like just order potato seeds or order, I want more grain seeds and have that be with the shipment. I think as I get leveled up, I'm able to do these types of things. Like my airbase rank is too low right here. I think perhaps we can have things like, well, luxury goods, bricks, machinery. I guess not. Maybe military, tarp, food rations. Radio tower. Here's the anti-aircraft gun. But yeah, we need to have a higher air. So right here, slots available for higher rank. So B gets 4. That's this. A field gets 5. So we will unlock 1 slot when we level up. And then group C air base instead of airfield. Air base gets 6. B airbase gets 7, and an A airbase gets 8. So I gotta just keep cranking on upgrading my airbase. And as soon as they clear out this for a runway, I think at that point I do, right? I think at that point I do get that upgraded. Because I'll have the spots, I'll have the runway tier, and I'll have the minimum runways. So it's like as soon as they're done clearing this, which there's a lot of rocks there, so it'll take a while. And a lot of concrete and stuff there too. It's interesting that that was just running. Is it because they're doing maintenance? Integrity's low, man. I mean, these new ones are great, but the integrity on all these other ones are really low. Yeah, I feel like I should have gotten a hangar before. All right, let's try to build this hangar now. So maybe we don't bother with the walls. I mean, this right here worked, right? We were able to put a roof over this, and we didn't have, like, we could just leave it open, right? And only do the roof. That would probably save a lot of material, right? So what if we were to go something like this? We were to say, let's just try it out. Let's say we go, like, I don't even know if I think I can probably just get away with this, right? Like that. This is so messed up. All right, so we'll try this. And this, if I can figure out what tile this is. So this is one spare corner and then a one. Okay, so we'll go one spare corner and then one. So right there and there. Okay. Yep. And then over on this side, we'll go like this. And then on this side, it would be this tile here. So this and this. So if we do that, then, I mean, can we just have the roof? Needs to have walls in each corner. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm doing here. I thought that's what I was doing. It doesn't look like it's going to let me do that. Maybe I have to go a little bit further out. No. It's not quite letting me do that. It says it needs to have walls on each corner. I suspect maybe I do need a full post. If I have a full post, does it let me do it? They're not building it yet, so I can kind of just play with this until it works, right? So we do the full post like that. Yep, and then like this. Okay, that's a full wall. Full closed-in wall. So then if I take that and I go like this. Oh, it flashed blue. I think it's going to work. I saw it. It flashed blue. No, it was... Oh, wait. No, what? Wait a minute. Oh, I see. I see. You're off center. That's why. Okay, that makes sense. I did it on the wrong tile here. No, I didn't. Spare square post. Spare square post. Spare square post. So, did I really do this on the wrong one? It looked right to me. That's why I did it, obviously. So this would be the post. Isn't that where I had it? Maybe I had it over here. I think maybe I had it on this one. All right, so the wall. So now hang on now, if that's the case, do I need this, right? So if I go, if I take this side away, it looks like the interior is all that matters, which is kind of weird, but I'll take it. So if I take this away and then put this back, we're doing some experiments right now, something like that. And then if I destroy the outer edge, like that, but it's got to be put back. I'll do the destroy parts first, I guess. Yeah, like that. And then we get the hanger wall like that. Now, if I do that, are you going to let me have the roof on this? Yep. You sure will. Whoops. Come on now. Let me get away with this. Don't do this right click thing. You can do it. We can do this better. Yep, like that. 324 metal. That is excessive. That's incredibly excessive. I think possibly we can make this cheaper if we don't have so much space on the outside of this parking space. Perhaps we just have we can even do windows. I wonder if the windows would provide that. Is that enough? The metal, actually the wall and window is the same for metal. And then there's a floor too. Oh, of course there is. Metal floors. Why? Why do you need a metal floor for a hangar? Nobody needs this, okay? Nobody needs a metal floor for a hangar. Quit this. I'm just being bitter now. Okay, so we'll put it right on the corner. Right on the corner of this. And see if maybe that's a little cheaper. It's a little less surface area, so I would hope it's cheaper. Okay. This one they actually started building already, so it's getting torn down now. Yeah, there we go. At least I thought they did. Maybe I'm just... they were hammering away at something over here, but I think they were clearing out the weeds. Okay. Do I need a metal roof? If it's qualifying as a hangar, maybe I don't need the metal roof. I mean, what do I need that for? Can I just do a tarp? I know that the tarp is not secure and all that, but no, it's not going to let me. Because it's so far down. Look at the tarp is so low. Yeah, the hangar is really elevated. It's much higher. The roof is taller. So like if I wanted a tarp roof on this, it wouldn't let me do it because look at that. It's like half the height. All right, so you have to do a hangar roof. So if I did that, incoming expense. No, it's not going to work. Come on, why? Don't do that. Don't be that way. There we go. So that is going to be 289. I mean, it's better than what we had, but it's so expensive. Oh my God, that's so much metal. How do we even come up with this much metal? And I'm not bothering with a floor. That's just a lot of metal. I don't think it's worth it. Honestly, I think I'd rather just buy another Spitfire. I don't think it's worth doing this. Because like we can make a lot of ammo with that. I think I'd rather just spend victory points on another Spitfire if it goes down. I'm not gonna spend that. That's just not worth it. It's too much resources. If they want us to use hangars in this game, they're gonna have to make them affordable. I'm not bothering with it. Okay, so I'm gonna go up to the shop and we're gonna buy that Spitfire. There it is. So we spent the points, we got the Spitfire, and now we've got this. We need to order an additional AA gun, construct an AA gun, and fully assign crew to an anti-air gun. Assign 3 people via the menu of your Bofors gun. Bofors gun? Is that how you say it? To make it operational. Look at this thing. There we go. Yeah. Got ourselves a better plane now. Now we have 6 planes. Oh boy. And we did we build the beds? We got to get on the beds. I think maybe I turn construction back on for these guys. Yeah. I think I'm going to let them build again. Go ahead and build, guys. It's fine. You guys can go back to work on that. Yeah, you can cook, I guess, if you really want to, but just going to give you more options, okay? And then, yeah, totally not building that hangar. That Spitfire is going to just stay exposed to the sky, man. 20% faster degradation. So be it. I mean, I probably shouldn't do that, but like, I probably shouldn't do that. I mean, what if this Spitfire is with me for like the rest of the game? How good is this? How good is this fighter? Like, I want to know the stats on this plane in a different window here. Like, yeah, this is the window I wanted. Okay. Plane management window. How do I access this without clicking on a specific plane and going to that little gear? Here you can switch crew members for your planes, pay attention to their best suited roles, and put them on matching seats. The pilot seat must always be filled with a pilot. So there are, I think there are only one, yeah, there's only one seat in all these planes, but some of these planes would have 2 crew. Interesting. So this pilot, John Clark, can I see his stats? I don't think so. I guess I have to click John Clark in the list over here. John Clark, yeah, so I mean, you're in a good mood, but I want to see your stats. The same stuff that I can see when I go to a mission screen. I don't think you can see that stuff without being in a mission screen. Yeah, I don't think so. If I ever want to delete a plane, I can just click this button. What if I don't know, if I set up like a hangar for 4 of them, one big hangar like this, that might be worth it. If I have 4 planes under that hangar, that might be worth it. You know? But the roof just so expensive. Like, that's twice the metal I have in inventory just to make that one roof. That's wild. All right, so we got it. right? We achieved 6+ missions and 66% chance of success, or 66% success. So that's great. That's great. So now we get the full shipment. That's 100 more metal. That'll be helpful. But now we need to order an additional AA gun. And, well, unclear how to go about ordering that. I think once we're a group A field, then we can fill the extra slots. Maybe I can configure this to take these out. Can I get rid of these? Fuel and repair parts seem to be locked in. Maybe I drag them in. Maybe that's how you do it. So yeah, anti-aircraft gun. Ah, we drag it in there. So I go like this. No, that's not it. I don't think you can replace the fuel and stuff. I think that stuff has to be there, but maybe these are just the elective slots here. So maybe once we get to that A, then I can go ahead and do that. How close are we to that happening? This is pretty cleared. Hey, you know what? I mean, okay, there's still a lot over here. I was gonna say we're almost cleared out. There's a few rocks right here that need to be cleared out, and all of this though is that's a lot of stuff there. Those large rocks are gonna take a while. But yeah. I don't know, guys. Is it worth it? Is it worth making this hangar roof for the Spitfire? It's already at 98. It's already at 98. 57, 40. I mean, again, these are free. They break down. I order another one for free, whatever. But this, 5 victory points is not that small, honestly. It's half of what I'm able to hold at once. I just don't know if it's worth making one hangar for that. I feel like if I'm going to do that, I should have a hangar like this. Have this whole area right here. Spend like 1,000 metal on a hangar and then put many planes underneath it. Is how I feel like I should do that. Like have like maybe 2 or 3 planes, you know, rearrange the parking spaces to make that happen. If one of these go away, we delete it, move this over to another spot. So we have like one less Gladiator, but then the Spitfire takes its place. Maybe the Spitfire would then be here for a little while we build out another big one, you know? I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's make sure we're getting water collected. Kind of wish I could do auto collection on this stuff. And then this is wood, brick. We want to destroy these to get the resources. So we're going to destroy that, destroy this. And then I want to destroy these. That's some metal for me there. Yep. We'll just mark all that stuff for destruction. So that way we can get it. And then the harvesting of the stuff, that's over here. We want to get these things harvested. Hopefully we can get some, I'm hoping we can get some seeds from that stuff, but it doesn't look like it. And then we're going to need more wood too. So let's mark some of that for cut down as well. So loads of stuff for our people to do. I'm just hoping, like, you're maintaining the plane, right? Maintain airplane. So does this bring the integrity up? It does, right? 71, 70, 70. It does. It brings it up. 74. Okay, so like this is fine. They can just manage their planes outside. Yeah. That's what their whole job is to do. Look at that. No, we don't need that. We don't need the hangars. Like I said, if they want me to use the hangars, they need to make them affordable because I'm not doing that. 300 metal is not happening for just to protect a plane. I'll spend the victory points and replace the damn thing. At least for now. I'd rather have the AA gun and a bunch of bombs and guns and all that. I'd rather have the ammunition for that same amount of metal. Let's try this. Let's go 20 and then repeat. So now it's going to make lots of metal. If we make lots of metal, then I can make the hangar just fine. And then I can make I think I'm going to make a big hangar from here all the way to here, over and like this. I think the only problem with doing that, I'm worried about making this huge thing like that and then having the airstrike come in and maybe like ruin the building. Maybe it like targets a single building and they ruin it. And having a single building through this huge thing, I think maybe is not the best course. So what I think I might do instead is put a post here, then put a post here, then put a post here, then put a post here. And what I might do is just like spread this out to where this area are hangars, but actually it's like 3 buildings instead. I think it might be safer to do it that way. As far as airplane parking spaces, the large parking space is this big. So if I wanted a really big plane, it could be maybe out like this. And then we'd have to have smaller planes next to it over here on this side, right? So the big plane would definitely want to be over with the big runway. And then, yeah, I think you get it. So I don't know about the hangar thing, but I really want one. I definitely want one. I just need to know that we can have enough metal to do it. And I think this guy maybe doesn't show me what he's working on. I suspect he's probably working on metal. But we have 217 of it. Yeah, he's working on it right now. So we can have more metal that way. Maybe that's just the play. Let's go ahead and make sure this stuff is harvested. They're getting more water. That's good. We're going to need more purified water. We have 12 raw water. Yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot for purified water here. So definitely want to get going on that too. And then what is missing from this? Do we just not have meals? Let's make them. We're going to have meals made. Let's make it until there's 50. No, not do that. Let's pull this back because we're making canned food, right? So why don't we start with 5 and we'll just repeat that task. That keeps us up to 40 there. And then this is supposed to be creating the water. And we'll bump this to 40 as well. So we're going to create more purified water too. I need to spend my victory points now, I think, on more crew. So let's bring in somebody to help out with more stuff. Here we go. And then we have beds made for them. So we're set on sleeping quarters now. I was thinking about decorations and stuff as well. But I don't know if that does anything, right? I'm going to spending stuff and it not doing anything. I don't know about that. Like if I put these curtains in here, can I even do... I want things that help. Like this flagpole wall actually takes intel. Where's that intel station? Oh, right. Electronics. Right here. So you're going to make simple medicines. Like, do I need it? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe people get sick and we need medicine. So maybe we'll do 10 of these. And then luxury goods. Maybe we'll go until we have 10 of those. And then we can use that stuff. So we'll just set that up. Tank squad bombing run. Oh boy. We plan a heavy attack on a mobile tank squad to halt their assault. 120 fuel level. Okay, 20 to 60. It's a pretty wide range. And the Spitfire is disappointingly not suited for that as well. Maybe the Spitfire is more suited for like dogfighting instead of bombing. But this is going to be tough. We're going to have to send everybody on this. You know? Really? Still 0. Do I not have the fuel? Is that why? Airplane can't fly. Collapsed? There's a plane that's collapsed. Or maybe he's collapsed. Is Owen collapsed? Share your opinion in the game. It's neat. There, I did it. I'll do it later. I think the pilot maybe is collapsed. Yeah, you. Are you you're collapsed. Okay, so I mean, how am I gonna get this? It's very dangerous. My combined forces 38 to 46. I mean, that's yikes. Take this away and give it to the Spitfire and see if that changes it. I think it's changing the success chance because this one can actually fly, but it's still only 59%. I need that other pilot to be ready to go. Can I get that pilot to... It's Neil, right? Is Neil the guy? No, it's Owen. Health of the plane is good. Up to 80 can be lost during the mission. Up to 80 can be lost. Oh, okay, so this tells me whether the plane can be lost. So this one can actually survive this. They can all survive, but we may... some of you may die, basically. Maybe I swap out the pilot for this gladiator. So if I take this pilot out, this is Owen. If I take you out of this plane, maybe I want John Clark to fly the gladiator. How do I do that? John Clark, I put you here, right? Yeah, you're the pilot for this. And then the Spitfire doesn't have a pilot right now. Yes, but I can't I can't do another. Oh, John Clark. There he is. Yeah, John Clark is here. Okay, so if I do that, now it's 65%. I mean, 65%'s, you know, it's better than a coin flip. There's a 30% risk. And based on these numbers, I don't think the plane can die. 84 to 100. I guess we're going to go for it. All planes except the Spitfire. I can only send 5. All planes except the Spitfire. Go, 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 go. We're doing a bombing run. We're going to bomb the tanks. I wish you guys would take off at the same time. Is there a way for me to tell a plane to use this one? You guys can use this runway. It's right there. It's usable. You could do it. Did you guys not get this cleared out yet? No, this is totally cleared out. There's a third runway right here. What happened? Third runway done. It's done. We have 6 parking spots, don't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And runway tier 3. That is completed as well. Yep. So what's the dealio? HQ? Maybe it only happens on the turn of the week. Maybe that's how it works. Or maybe it takes place on the day. Like you transform your rank at the end of the day kind of thing. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye on it. It's probably a week thing. Okay, let's see the log. Grain seeds, cool. Accidentally destroyed them. Great. Destroying our grain seeds. Fantastic. Oh, here we go. Got a visual of the tank squad preparing to drop the load. Drop the load, guys. You can do it. Make us proud. Destroy the enemy. 65%. Tank squad destroyed. We got them. Yeah! 65%, baby. Good stuff. That's going to be success. I think. Unless we're also getting intercepted or... Nope, that is. Successful mission. Very well done, everyone. We rolled a 38 to their 36. Yikes. Yeah, that one... That could have been sideways there, but all right. Cool. So... Boy, would I like some more grain seeds. You know? I got some clay here for bricks. The brick station is done, so I can, I guess, get brick going. Let's say we want to make it until we have 50 brick, let's say. We'll use the clay that we may have. There's some more sand here. I don't like that I have to constantly queue the sand piles to be harvested. I don't like that part. I feel like this should be something that they just go and do. You know, like I mark it for harvestable to make it harvestable, right? And then when they need it, they just go get it. I'd like that to be a case because otherwise I just got to go around the map and just constantly do that. And I don't know. I don't like that part. They're coming back. Oh, the planes are in good shape. Look at them. Oh, their health 100%. Yeah, nobody touched them. Good job, everyone. GG. So I have 282 metal. And I think since we're making a lot of metal now, I'm not sure what we're making it out of. What raw material are we using to create such metal? I don't know. It just makes it out of thin air, man. So, okay. We'll go with the hangar roof. I think I will make a hangar so we can have a bigger plane later. We will start that hangar here. And I'm going to have it be a post like right here. Okay. And then we're going to come over here and we're going to say there's another post, let's say there. And put another post there. And then another one will be, let's say, kind of how close do I want to get to the runway? I guess we're probably fine just to do it that way. Okay, something like that. All right, and then we make it bigger. How big do we make it? We make it as big as this. So this is going about like that, right? Maybe back in one like this. So we go like that. So about in line with that rock over there, pretty much. So the post that we do here, the hangar wall, about in line with this rock is what I saw. So we're going to go about here, and then we'll make something like that. And now this can fit neatly between those two. Yeah, about like that. So when we get the bigger planes, we're ready to go. And we'll be ready to go near the big runway, okay? And then same thing here, I want to have another one. So we're going to say right about here. And interestingly enough, I can just place this now, so I don't have to guess where it goes. I kind of want it to go further back in, though, just a little bit. I want to make sure that I can fit the other ones in, though. So if I do that, can I fit small parking behind it? Yes. I actually have room for small parking behind it. Good. That's what I wanted to find out. Okay. So with this placed, I don't have to guess anymore. I don't have to count and do math. Ugh. Good. There we go. So that just kind of fits there. So these runways, or these parking spaces would just go between these. And yeah, I guess at that point, what I'm hoping to have is one building here, one building here. That way, if they do a bombing run and it like affects one, it only takes out like half of it instead of doing the whole damn thing. That's what I'm hoping to have. And there's going to be a space between this. Okay. So assuming that's the case, then we have that lined up. And this would be lined up over here, right? So we would want this to be kind of here, I guess. Right? It comes through this way. No, I think it's here. Yeah, I think it's here. Can get rid of this one. And then these shrubs and stuff can get destroyed too. The rocks can get destroyed. And then on the other side of it, we'd have our hangar wall come over this way. Man, I wish we could put music on this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry it's so silent. You know, like the game does have a cool soundtrack. It's just, you know, YouTube and it's really not YouTube's fault. It's copyright. And it's the stupid music companies and shit. Like they just, you know, they're so greedy, you know? That's what it is. It's just greed. I guess they created something. They can control how it's distributed, right? I mean, you can't really argue with that. I'm all right with that, but just, I wish they would allow me to like, I think a really cool thing to do would, and I know that most creators wouldn't take advantage of this, but I probably would, is just allow me to pay a fee every month to, like, I don't know, bypass that. Just to say, oh, you know what? YouTube on my behalf will pay for, you know, any licensing or fees or whatever, as long as I pay them every month for a plan that does it. I would love that. That'd be great. You know, I mean, I know most creators wouldn't do it because it's expensive, but I'm blessed to be fortunate enough that I can do stuff like that. And I would like to do stuff like that. You know, I'm financially capable of doing it, and I would like to do it to give you guys a better experience, but I don't have that option. It just doesn't exist. So they could have more money if they would just do it. I think I'd have to have a full post because I need it to be mountable on both sides of this. So I actually need a post on these. So on that regard, I'd want to go like this. Whatty? No, actually that's more correct. So that's gone. Yep, that's in line. No, it's not. No, it's not. This is off. The other one is in line. You know what? It's fine. It's okay. We can fix it. We can fix that. We're just gonna go like this. Yep, just like that. That's not at all where that goes. I wish I could have like a top-down view. Let's just delete this. Top-down would be nice. Then I really could line it up. All right, there we go. But I can't. I'm always at an angle. There we go. And then I want to go like this instead. So you are there. I believe that's lined up correctly. Checking. Good, good, good. Okay. And then same thing with this one. This has to be a post like this. So I can mount on both sides. I only need to mount on one side here, I think. So bring this over like this. And so right here, I believe would be another post. Yeah. So if that was the case, and I wanted to make this into a roof right here, could I do so? Like this? Yes, like that. See? So we go like this, Boom. That's 648 metal. Oh, no. It's so much. But see, it's one section. So I make this section done. Then I build another one. And then I build another one. So now they got 3 sections. And then this over here would be 6 sections. Now I have it in 6 sections and, you know, diversify my risk that way in case they bomb my stuff like that. And clearly this is kind of messed up, isn't it? Yeah, a little bit. I'm thinking that it is going to be fine because we're going to take this and destroy this. You know, I really don't need a post here. I just need these little columns like that. Yeah. So I can, based on that, it looks like I can kind of just get rid of that one and that one. I can get rid of this one. I mean, it's a little bit of metal, but it's something, you know. I can do something like that. Yeah, that's what I should be doing, is right there. Having these built like this. Just to save the resources, man. Yep. That's how these will get built. You can be... I guess you'd be there. No. No. Actually, you don't need these. These are gone. Well, not like that. Come on now. Metal. Is this the one? It's right there, right? Yes. Okay. Yeah, and then the metal roof goes here again. So we stop this. We go like this. And the metal roof is there. Oh, don't right click. Don't right click. Why do I keep doing this? Don't do that. It's middle click to move the camera. You don't have to right click. No? Oh, these are walls. What am I doing? I need to take a break, don't I? I think I do. I think Daddy needs his nap. That's why I told that to my kids yesterday. I was like, you know what? I think I need my nap because they're driving me nuts. The weekends, man. Okay, that is our hangar roof. Is such as it is an incredibly expensive roof, such as it is, and I realize it doesn't cover this plane, and that's okay because we're gonna move this plane to be right up in here. And then the bigger planes can get underneath it. And what I'm hoping that this does is provide shelter for our planes for 2 things. One, it's less maintenance because the degradation will happen slower. The integrity will happen slower. So that's less maintenance for our crew. I like that. The second thing, hopefully, is that when they bomb us, it'll hit the roof and damage the roof or destroy the roof or whatever and not damage the planes underneath. Because the roof I can replace. The planes, not so fast. Victory points, right? So that's what I'm thinking. I want to be able to respond to things quickly and protect the planes. So we're going to work on having a hangar area right here. We're going to move this to where it's underneath this. And there will be enough room for larger planes in the future. But we've got our posts and stuff in here. We can see how that's all going to match up. And there's going to be separate hangars so that they are, if this roof will be completely different than this roof, which will be completely different than this roof, but the hangars can still, the parking spaces can still be underneath them. Okay, so that's the game plan for me. I like that. Factory bombing run, another one here. 10 to 70. 10 to 70. Well, okay, we're going to send the ones that have the highest score. It says 0%. It says 0%. 42 to 48 gives me a 0%. Is it because he still can't take off? He can't fly. He still can't fly. Owen. Oh my gosh, Neil too. Oh boy. That's no good. All of these pilots can't fly. I need to do something about that. We may have to just let this one go, right? Our objectives from HQ says we need 50% chance of success. We may just need to, it's going to be like a 50-50 chance on this anyway. So thinking about it that way, if they're going to basically give us a 50-50 chance, if we send them and it fails, we get dinged and we get damaged, potentially die. If we just don't go, then it's just a failure. right? And I think that's probably the game plan. So I'm going to let this one go. That's a pretty difficult one to do for me right now. And then we're going to have to work on our pilots and make sure that they're not collapsing. Because, like, this status where they're collapsing, their energy being bad all the time, I just need to do something about that. My pilots have been told... No, not you. This is my pilot. So he's been told to airplane maintenance and also craft things. I think maybe these guys don't craft anything anymore. I think pilots don't craft. So you'll do general labor stuff and plane maintenance and maybe self-care. I don't know. Like, I don't know what this is. This is medicine. So you're not really have much for medicine, but we'll have you do medicine too, I guess. I wish I could just like put you... I mean, they're not collapsed. They're walking around. Like, he's not collapsed. They're walking. But I wish they would just go and rest and sleep. Maybe like have... I guess I give them extra leisure time at the end of the day. That's the only thing I could think of. Right? Like, somebody said that. Like, somebody told me to do that. I was like, I don't think it's necessary. Yeah, well, okay. Game proves me wrong. Maybe it's necessary. We'll go 3 hours of leisure time at the end of the day and see if that does anything for them at all. Okay. I know their morale is starting to fall a little bit here too, but I do have 7 hours to respond to this. If we get to the point where these pilots can take off, you know, maybe they sleep, for example, and we can leave in the middle of the night instead. If that happens, then great. But see this pilot, he's down. John Clark is just, he's down. I don't understand why. I have enough beds. All of the other people in the base have been doing manual labor all day, running around, cutting wood, hauling water, right? Farming in the fields, the blood, sweat, and tears that are going into our new hangar, right? They've been doing all these things. The pilots haven't really had a lot to do, I didn't think. So I figured they'd be ready to go, but they're all exhausted. They're the only ones exhausted. It's kind of interesting. It's very interesting. I'm going to take and put sleeping quarters and get more beds, I guess. But, yeah, I really didn't think that was going to be necessary yet, but I'll do that. Get 4 beds or 4 more beds in here. And, yeah, we may just give up this mission and just say, you know what? That's one we're going to lose. We need a 50% chance of success, and we need to at least try 4 missions. So we need to at least do 4 of them and have a 50% chance of success. So, yep. That's what we're probably going to do. Okay, I'm going to leave this video here. It's probably too long at this point. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you guys a lot. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.